Okay, I came out here to do a supermoon vlog. It's about 12:30 a.m. I don't know how long I'm going to stay out here because there are 3 bats flying around overhead. We've been seeing them every night that we've been out here. But one just tried to dive bomb me in my chair here, so we'll see. If you hear me scream, that's what it is. I've been up at the farm here for, what's the date today? The 12th, 13th, 11th? Jesus, I don't even know anymore. We've been up here for at least 2 weeks. My daughter is going to move up here. She and her daughter decided they want to get away from the city life. So they want to come and fill the empty house, which is awesome. I like it. They're both very happy. We've had, We've had 2 deer that kind of live around the yard. One's a buck, one's a doe. Pretty sure there's a bear around again. Every year there's a bear though. Oh, damn bats! Oh my god. You can't see them, can you? Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see them. They're probably attracted to the talking. As I know when I used to walk, they would follow the music from my headphones. They'd follow me overhead when it just started to get dusk outside back in Whitecourt. It's been a long 2 weeks getting this place ready to live in full time, not just a vacation kind of home anymore. We have to get the cistern pumped and ready, and we have we found a larder beetle infestation that we've been working on getting rid of. Oh shit, damn bats. They're coming like right at the window. I think they're attracted to the light. Oh well. There's 3 of them. We've seen them every night when we sit in the living room here. For those that don't know, larder beetles, they seem to be attracted to things like pet food and dead bugs. Oh my god. Oh, I wish you guys could see that. I'm gonna have to upload this. There was a bat right in front of me. Once I upload this, I hope you can see it. Because they're flying kind of where I'm videotaping. I'm kind of just videotaping across the driveway here and got the moon up over the willows. And these silly bats just keep flying at me. I guess they're not used to people being up here. Anyway, this larder beetle infestation, they I guess it was more of an issue for our forefathers, I suppose, when they had cured meats and cheeses, like in their cold rooms. They'd have to watch out for these beetles. And it is a freaking pain. We've been at it for about a week, but I think we're almost cleared them all out, thank goodness. Because I don't know if anyone would really want to live in here. But it's an old family house, we gotta get it ready. So yeah, there was that issue. And when we first come up here, beginning of July, yeah, actually it was Canada Day, July 1st. Probably the next day, yeah, my husband noticed that the door on the barn was off its roller, like it's a large rolling door that goes across. One of the sides was off the roller, and so he went up to investigate and noticed that all of the wiring was cut out, and realized that they hit the old garage and the old machine shed as well. And what that is, I don't know if you don't know, crackheads, people that go around to abandoned buildings that they can get into, they'll cut out the wiring to sell for copper. And yeah, like, It was actually quite comical. My husband, he's an electrician, so all it takes is probably about $200 worth of wiring to redo it all, and he can do it himself. We don't have to pay for an electrician. But, oh my god, he had this vigilante sense of, I don't even know. As, once he realized that somebody had more or less just come in when no one was here all winter, and they noticed in the spring that the grass hadn't been cut yet. He hid the trucks over by the bushes over here so that you couldn't tell. And, well, what had happened was the first night, like Canada Day, in our bedroom, I guess just before, just after midnight, he said, he heard a car drive really slowly past up on the road, past the driveway up on the road. And at that time, we had the vehicles parked in the yard here in front of the garage, so they could tell that we were here. And he got this vigilante justice thing going on. Oh my god, I could not stop laughing. The next day, he decided he was going to hide all the vehicles and try and catch them in the act. So what he did was, at the end of the... Oh, we didn't even realize what he was doing. Like, he was going around the house picking up, like, he grabbed a hammer. You know, what really scares me is that we have a 22 out here. You know, like, we just had got our pals so we could purchase firearms, like, more for protection against animals, being out in the country here, because, like, we're on a 3 or 4 mile road, and we're the only ones on here. And there's lots of bush in that, so yeah, like last year I saw a bear. So yeah, we got our firearm acquisitions, and we purchased a few guns. So I don't know, I was worried he was going to think about taking a gun out, because, you know, like, I don't know about any other country, but I know in Canada you pretty well have to be on your last leg and dying before you can use a firearm to protect yourself. Especially if you're a man, you are likely not going to come out on top of that court case if you manage to hurt someone using your gun, even if they were trespassing. So I was worried he was gonna try and think that he could take his gun out and defend himself, so I was worried about that. But I watched him, and he was grabbing like a hammer, and it was like 11:30 at night, and he is running around outside. You gotta understand too, like, for those 2 days, there was something wrong with the plumbing, so he was downstairs a lot, and he had filthy clothes on. He was unclean, unshaven. We had no shower for the first 2 days. We barely had the use of a toilet, so he looked like this scary bushman, like, really. He looked really freaky to me anyway. And I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, you're gonna try and scare these crackheads, or, you know, whoever they are, trying to come into the yard, running around with a hammer in your hand. Like, what the hell? So yeah, like, I finally decided that if he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. I can't stop him, so I just let him go, and I went to bed. And luckily he came in within half an hour, nothing had happened. But it was so hilarious, because next morning I'm making coffee, I'm looking out the window, and at the end of the rose bushes just down the driveway here, like right in front of the house, there's a tire planter beside it.
What are you doing?
I'm vlogging.
Oh, you're weird.
Why?
Goodbye.
Bye. And I looked out, and right in the bushes, like right at the very end, was this red thing. I'm going, what the hell is that? And he looks at me and goes, oh, that's the fire extinguisher. Yeah, and there's a crowbar laying on the tire beside it. I'm going, what were you planning to do with that? He goes, well, if someone was going to come in, I was going to take the fire extinguisher and spray their windshield and then crack it with the crowbar. And I was laughing at him and going, oh yeah, so someone coming in the yard tweaking, because they're obviously out of their minds, wanting drugs because they're out like taking scraps of wire to take in for copper. That's how desperate they are. They're gonna see this bush-looking man just flying out of nowhere from the darkness with a crowbar in his hand, a hammer in the other hand. You're gonna get killed. And he says, well, and I ended up talking him down and decided, okay, well, honey, instead of taking it into your own hands, you should probably just phone the police. They'll come out and they can take pictures of everything. And yeah, so he actually did that. He thought that was a better idea. But it was so funny because before the police showed up, I had to remind him to go and put the crowbar and hammer away and go put the fire extinguisher away either, because you don't really want to tell them that what you had planned. Yeah, my husband, the funny man. Yeah, I don't know what else. It has been very, very hot here. 34 degrees Celsius during the daytime, which is like just, ugh. I've just been dying, and I've been doing schoolwork, so I've had to be on the computer. So that was just damn near sitting around naked doing that. Yeah, and like there's hardly any rain up here. I looked at the forecast, like for the next 2 weeks, they're not forecasting any rain whatsoever. It's supposed to cool off a bit to probably about 26, 27-ish, which isn't, well, it's bearable, I guess. But it is stifling hot up here. But can't complain. It's the farm. It's quiet. It's beautiful. There's bees everywhere. That is awesome to see, is bees. And baby hornets. My daughter's scared of the hornets, but I think they're cute. Speaking of bees, there's one trying to sit on me. Get out of here. So yeah, farm life with the supermoon vlog. Last night I tried to take a picture of the moon because it was huge right between the bushes right here. It's just big and so bright outside. It was beautiful. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go in now.